Here is an explanation for the answer to final exam question number 52 in Alternative Energy Demystified, 2nd edition. If you have the printed book, you'll find it on pages 320 and 321. The illustration, figure exam-4, appears at the top of page 321. It's a diagram of an electrochemical cell designed to produce low-voltage DC electricity, typically about 2.1 volts. What substance is represented by the X? Well, let's take a look at this. The answer is going to be sulfuric acid, actually a solution of sulfuric acid and water. This is a lead acid electrochemical cell. That is what is shown here in the figure. This is the acid, the X. It is a solution of sulfuric acid and water. The negative electrode is lead. The positive electrode, lead dioxide, produces about 2.1 volts. So if you put 6 of them in series, you will get 12.6 volts. And that's how they make an automotive battery. That's how they make the battery that you have in your car or truck. If you put 3 of them in series, you get about 6.3 volts. Some vehicles have so-called 6-volt batteries. Or you can put a dozen of them, 12 of them in series, or even 13 of them and get 24, 25, 26 volts, something like that, for an uninterruptible power supply that you might find in a personal computer system. I just recently did a little hack where I replaced the batteries, or the battery, in my uninterruptible power supply with 2 automotive batteries connected in series, so there'd be a total of 12 of these lead acid cells, electrochemical cells, connected in series. Now, I made some videos about that. They're on my site. I'm not sure which playlist they're in, but they are on my site, and there are 2 of them. And you have to be careful with batteries like this, because sulfuric acid, the chemical formula for that is H2SO4, and the H2 is one bugaboo with this stuff. The hydrogen can bubble out of a battery like this, or a cell like this, particularly if it gets overcharged. If you overcharge a cell like this, you get hydrogen gas bubbling out of it, and that can present an explosion hazard. So these kinds of batteries are not without their dangers, and hacking an uninterruptible power supply like that to use automotive batteries with it's been done by a lot of people, but you got to be really careful and take a lot of precautions. So my advice to you is don't do it unless you are willing to assume the risk, and pay attention to all of the videos, watch a lot of videos, and look at a lot of warnings before you fool around with any kind of lead acid electrochemical cell. Obviously, a lot of these cells, if you tip them over, the acid will spill out of them, and that acid is pretty caustic. You do not want to get that on your skin. But once again, this substance X in here is sulfuric acid, or a solution of sulfuric acid and water, and that is choice B.